Hello, we are 5 university students here to raise awareness for the social issue of abuse towards domestic laborers, specifically in the Gulf region. I'm sure if you grew up in the Middle East, you've seen a nanny or a maid walking around malls. But have you ever stopped to think about the abuse they face behind the curtains?
I grew up with a nanny, and we all thought of it like we treated her pretty good, by my standards. Personally, I thought that we treated her well, and we paid them the right amount. I know the process because my parents kind of, showed me what it's like to recruit a maid or a driver or whatever. But when you so now that we're actually talking about it and we're talking about the abuse that they face and stuff like that, you might think that your family is normal or that people are treating their maids right, but then when you actually look at like the entitlements that they have by the government, and the laws that are written there, when you look at them, you realize that there are some things that we are all doing wrong.
And what we don't understand is the fact that they're denied basic human rights. Did you know that by law, they have the right to possess their own ID and passport?
Yeah, but most employers take their passports away.
Exactly.
Because that's a way of them, not leaving, because they know that if they do want to leave, they have to go to their employer.
Part of the discussion is I understand why the employers do things like take their passports, take their IDs. But on the other hand, is this stealing, this rebellion?
Against the way they're treated.
Against the way the laborers take away their basic human rights.
I mean,
But then again, the employers take away their basic human rights because they're afraid of stealing. So it's a lack of trust and understanding from both sides.
Okay, but I get what you're trying to say, but you gotta understand that you're bringing in a person that you don't know. Obviously, you're not gonna trust them straight away. When you bring a new person, yeah, whatever, you need time to trust them. And if everything goes well, then there are families that have had the same maids working for them for 3 or more generations.
But what do you think we can do to stop this lack of trust from the employer and the abuse from them? Because there are laws in place.
Abuse, I understand. The abuse, like physical abuse where it's visible, that can be changed. That's been, people have been prosecuted about that. The story of the Kuwaiti lady who had her maid hanging off of the building. And then she didn't help her, and she was filming it on Snapchat. Because, why not?
She went to jail for that?
She went to jail for it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Maids, now, we're talking about them not protesting, but
They aren't protesting, but you see them raising awareness,
yeah, they are.
Especially through social media.
Exactly.
They have been...
Man, there's maids going on TikTok making fun of their employers.
Which is their own way of raising awareness of this issue.
True, and that's also their own way of kind of dealing with it, because they know that they can't really do anything about
It's
it.
about maids. You also have drivers who are sexually abusing young girls.
And the maids.
The maids as well.
So it's it's an issue.
So basically the law can't do anything to prevent it, but they can do something to punish it.
Yeah, because they have punished those maids. It will be solved, but it will be solved in the next 10, 20 years at least.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us, and we hope we opened your eyes and minds to what's going on in our society. We hope you take greater measures in the future when employing a domestic laborer or just the way you treat someone else's. Thank you.